Hello, everyone, and welcome to Little Meatballs Nursery. I'm Sandra. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you are returning. So, how is everybody? How was everybody's weekend? Mine was great. Played with the kids. Ethan had his first school dance. He went to homecoming. He had a blast. It's not like it used to be when we were young. It's different these days. But I guess he had fun in the new way. you know. And then he slept at his friend's house, and then he came home and told me all about it. So we had a good weekend, decent weekend. It was pretty calm. There was nothing going on with the kids or nothing. So that's always a plus, right? Um, we put the rest of the lights up. So I wound up getting two more sets of my icicle lights, which, hold on one second. I love my icicle lights. I really do. I would love to show them off to everyone. I'm so proud of them because I've never had icicle lights before. So I'm like, oh, it's new for me, and for the kids. So I did wind up ordering two more sets of them because this room is completely, around. So I ordered two more sets. So Jason just brought that, like, because that ended at the almost end of this wall. So he attached it right up there, I call it piggyback. I don't know if that I don't know if that's what you mean. Like when you're just attaching, in other words, one of the cords has what is beeping, my dishwasher? One of the ends, has the plug, and the other one has, kind of one is male, one is female, okay? And then you plug it in up there. You don't need to have another plug. It just plugs in. So that's what he did over there. Went around into the hallway, and then instead of doing the hallway, he brought it across the hallway, so they're just dangling, like hanging, in the hallway, in the middle of the hallway. It looks like, they're not on the wall. They're just going from wall to wall. If that makes any sense. So then he continued that to the dining room, went all around the dining room, and then on top of the kitchen, cabinets, refrigerator, and it ends on that wall by the refrigerator. And we had a couple extra feet. So I just had it. First, he went straight across, but it was mid wall, and I was like, doesn't look right. So he just took that nail off. No, he used cable ties, not cable ties. I should have brought one over. It's like two nails and a plastic like piece that's a kind of like in a C. So this way you put it against the wire and you nail on each side to the wall. Um, but so he released one of those, and then I just had them hanging. It's cool because it's by the refrigerator, and it kind of looks like a bunch of grapes hanging off the wall, the way the icicle lights fall. Multicolored grapes, but just it looks like that, okay? So like a waterfall kind of effect. It looks really, really pretty. I'm happy with it. And everything in total, because they were 11 and change for each set of 18 feet. So I got four of them. So if I do my math quick, 12 and 12 is 24, then 24, 48. So I spent about $48. So under $50, and I got a really cool look in here for the holidays. So usually I will add, well, I always add ornaments, and I already got a few, and I'm going to get a few more. But besides the ornaments, I usually try to add like something new, to keep it fresh and new for the kids, especially. So usually I will get, like, last year we got new wreaths, we got new like snow globe type things with Santa in the middle, all that kind of stuff, and the one that goes, I forgot what we got, merry-go-round. We got the year before, so I got those last year. So this year I wanted to put my money into lights because we really didn't have. We had a couple sets, that I would hang underneath the shelf and over across the not bar area. It's like a shelf area over there that you could put stools at, like if you want to eat up there, but we don't use it for that. And maybe when the kids get older, I could rearrange it a little different. But anyway, for now, I use it like for a lamp and for decoration. Okay. So I usually decorate up there with the lights and garland and stuff, which I still will do. But I wanted something more extravagant this year. And this certainly did the trick. I am like, when it's dark out and you close everything up and you have no other lights on except these Christmas lights and you just sit here. Like, that's the beauty of Christmas for me. I love sitting here staring at the tree, staring at the lights, and just thinking about Christmas past. My mom, Christmases when I was young growing up. And it brings back a lot of feeling for me. It brings back my mom, and it just helps to remember, just to remember. Okay, remember my family when I was little, what we would do Christmas Eve and the different Christmases that we have. And of course, I don't remember every single one. I can remember some things, from each one, and probably not everyone, just certain things that kids remember growing up, and then when I start thinking of that, it triggers another part of my brain that maybe remembers further into that holiday. So it really just is a warm feeling for me. It just brings me to a great place, and that's fabulous, isn't it? Fabulous, darling. Damn it. Damn it, Christina, damn it. So, for anybody that doesn't know, when I say that, I'm talking about, anybody that doesn't know, Mommy Dearest, the Mommy Dearest movie. Because on Mommy Dearest, she has a daughter named Christina. So I joke with Christina about it. And that scene where she's trying to sleep and the kids are playing outside, and she calls out the window, for the maid. She's looking for the maid, and then she just, damn it, damn it, Christopher, damn it, Christina, because she's supposed to be sleeping, But anyway, so it's just a little joke. I don't want anybody to think I'm like cursing. Well, I do curse here, but that long damn it, that type thing, that's from Mommy Dearest. So, we were laughing about it. So it's funny. It's funny. But anyway, so yeah, the warm holiday feeling, and, I'm just so happy. I can't wait for Christmas. Christmas! But then you think of the Grinch. When I say that, I always think of the Grinch, the part where he's at school. And and what's, oh God, I forgot her name. Not Cindy Lou Who. The one that he loves with. What is her name? Loves with. The one that he loves. Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me now. Oh my gosh. I cannot think of it. When he's in school and he's the little Grinch and he makes that beautiful thing out of his mother's silverware to give to her. Something, Sue? Martha May. Oh my God, I knew I would get it. It's Merry Christmas, Martha May, and he made her this beautiful thing. Everybody makes fun of him because he shaved and everything. And anyway, so he went to, I hate Christmas. So when my kids bother me and they're like, oh, can I get this? Can I get that? Oh, why didn't you get me that? I say, that's what I say. I hate Christmas. And they're like, Mom, stop. I love to joke around with my kids. It's fun, and just it's fun. It's like in good fun. Anyway, so today, what are we doing today, guys? Well, before I get into anything, because I have an outfit to show you that I didn't get to show you Friday because it came late. I'm waiting for a few things, so there might be a knock. I don't know. Jason's not here. I am by myself, all by myself. Don't want to be, well, actually, I want to be all by myself. It's fun, but then if I'm not on a video, then I get like a little, but I'm good talking to you guys, okay? So before I get to anything, I want to give a huge shout out to one of my viewers, Tina from Florida. Tina is so sweet. She is so sweet. She actually, she sent me Happy Mail, and it actually should be here, I would say tomorrow, because I tracked it, and it said it departed Colorado and this morning. So usually when packages part Colorado, I get them the day after. So fingers crossed, I'll be having a happy mail opening tomorrow. But that's not why she's great. I mean, I'm sure the stuff is great, but that's not why I'm giving her this shout out. She actually, she sent me a video of a link for a YouTube video, and I clicked on it, and the title was For Sandra. And I'm like, what? She actually made like a 2-3 minute video just talking to me, saying that how she loves my channel, and that she sent the happy mail, she gave me the tracking info, and just telling me a few things that were in it, and she's nervous about me getting it, and just talking to me, and I actually loved it. I thought it was so sweet. She had such wonderful things to say about me and my channel, and I just wanted to say, Tina, thank you so much. I loved it. I was so in shock, and I was like excited and happy. I showed my husband, I showed my kids, and my husband was like, wow, babe. Because I know a lot of people come in here and watch me, and they're like, oh, I love this channel, da, da, da. But like, I know I'm talking to a lot of you, but when it gets more personal and somebody sends me something like that that's so special, then I feel a connection with that person. And it's nice to see the other side of the camera, right? Because I'm talking, but I don't see any of you. You see me. So it's nice once in a while to be able to connect in that sense and say, oh, wow, this person really enjoys my channel. They have such wonderful things to say about me. And I could tell, Tina, you were a little nervous, and you said it in your video, but honey, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous talking to me, okay? I love to talk, as you know. I have to just be real. Just be yourself, And that's how you really make a connection with somebody, is just be you. Don't try and be somebody else, because you can never be anybody else as much as you try. You can do your hair like them. You could do your nails like them, do your makeup, dress. That's what I always tell Danny, because he watches Daniel Tiger, and there was an episode on there where he doesn't want to change his red sweater because he's afraid nobody will know it's him, and they do a whole song about you could change your hair or what you wear, but no matter what you do, you're still you. Sorry, I just had to sing that. But anyway, you could just be yourself. You could never be someone else. And that's what is authentic about someone, right? That's what connects people to one another, is just being who you are. And if they like you for who you are, great. And if they don't, then that's just not the friend for you. That's just not the person for you. That's not the type of person that you would connect with. And that's okay. And I've talked about that on my channel before. But it's so great to just meet other people, that you have stuff in common with, that you connect on some level. And I really loved that video, Tina. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched it a couple times. My husband watched it, the kids watched. It was great. Thank you so much. It was so sweet. And I will do the happy mail opening on a video. And I'm sure I'll love the stuff. It's even if there's a couple of things in there that I won't use, like I'm stumbling with my words. Even if there's a couple things that I won't use, I'll tell you. I'm going to be honest, okay? So, just a heads up, I will be completely honest with you, because I don't want to, I've done that in the past. I'm going to be honest. I've done that in the past. I have gotten happy mail from people, and because I didn't want to hurt their feelings, I would say, oh, I love this. This is great. I could use this. This is wonderful. I love it. Love it. Love it. And then nobody ever sees it again. And I don't dress my dolls in it. And I don't, or I pass it along, or I've sold it or gave it away or whatever it may be. Because I wasn't going to use it. It's just not my style, or not my color, or not my fabric, or just something about it that I didn't like, and I wasn't going to use it. So I thought it would be nice to pass it along to somebody else. So, I will be honest now about it because, I think that maybe in the past that might have hurt some people's feelings. And I apologize to anybody that was offended by anything that they've ever sent me, that I said I loved it and then it was poof, gone. I apologize for that. But I am going to be completely honest. If I'm not going to use it, I'm going to let you know up front. And that's how I'm moving forward with my channel. But I will be doing that on a happy mail. And Tina, again, thank you. And please feel free to email me anytime. Okay. So now, dun, 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 what are we going to do now? We could dance. We could sing. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. No, that's too early for some people. So I don't want to get, I don't want to get too crazy with the Christmas yet. Because listen, I was thinking about pulling out my ornaments or like the stuff that I put around, I was going to pull everything out because last year I did that. I did a video of showing everybody like my ornaments and the things that I decorate with. But now I have new subscribers. I have new people watching. So they didn't watch it last year maybe. And it's not up anymore, I don't believe. I might do another one like that. I almost did. I almost pulled it out. And I said, let's go through this. And I was like, no, wait, Sandra, it's too early for some people. We want to just, take it slow. Don't give it all away at once. Gradually move into it, So that's what I decided to do. I'm not going to jump into it. I'm not going to be impulsive. I'm just going to slowly ease into it and see where it takes us, right? See where the box of ornaments is gonna go. So, but I will show you at some point because I think that people enjoy that, seeing how other people decorate and the things that they decorate with. So, I will be showing that to you guys. So, first things first, you guys like my new sweater? I love this. Now, last year I got a more heavier sweater. It had a thicker collar and it was longer and it was in a brighter pink. It was more of a pink purple. This one I bought last week from Walmart. It was on clearance, guys, for $10. So I grabbed it. I thought it was nice. It's like a shorter one, and it's cut a little differently and it's thin. You see, it's it's not a thick chenille. This is chenille, but it's not thick. It's a thin one. So it's more practical to wear for the videos because usually I get so hot with my hot flashes. So I'm like, okay, I could use this one, So I got it. It was like $9 or $10. I don't remember exactly, but around there. So I grabbed it. I was going to get two, but I said, no, you did that last time. You didn't even like it. So I just grabbed one and then I regret it. I'm like, nah, I should have got two. But, maybe there'll be another deal, another day, which Prime Day deals is tomorrow, guys. Starts tomorrow. I am very excited because I actually have money. I actually have money to spend for Prime Day. Usually I don't. But I made sure that I did. So, not much, a little bit, chunk of change, just to, if there's anything, now I don't have enough to get Jack's computer, which that's what my real goal was. But what happened was, because Rent-A-Center came and took the bunk beds, I had to replace, I had the two beds already for the boys. So they just needed, and I had kept one frame. So they just needed one frame to start, and have a proper bed, So my two teenagers have a bed and a frame. One of them has a headboard, which I would like to get the other one matching, but for now it's fine. So the issue was for Danny, because I took the one out of Danny's room. But you know what? It's better this way anyway, because one payment for Rent-A-Center for those beds got me a brand new 10-inch foam, whatever it is, the bed in a full size, and I got that for Danny's room. So that there's a place for him to sleep, and then, like, if we go in there, read him a story or whatever, we could lay down with him. So stuff like that. So I got him that, and now I got to get him the frame. So I have two options in the cart. One is with a headboard, one is without, and of course there's like a $30 difference. So I'm waiting to tomorrow to see, um, what that, if the prices change. For now, he's sleeping out on the couch, which is fine. He's in here with me. So tomorrow the mattress will be here. But so I got to figure out a frame. And then I'll get that. So I have to get that, and then so I got Ethan the tablet, and last night he asked me if I could get him, or Santa, whatever, the new Sonic game for a Nintendo Switch. Now he doesn't have a Switch. His brother does. Jack has the Switch. Jack hasn't played it in forever because he's always on the VR. So he will let him use the Switch. It's a brand new game, so it's $60. And I know that's what games go for these days. So okay, so that's a nice gift to go with the tablet, I figured. Maybe hopefully that'll go on sale. And then I was thinking, I'm gonna see about a television. They need a TV in their room. They have the bracket on the wall, but no TV. So I was gonna get, just pick up a TV for their room. Just so, because they like to watch TV. I know Ethan especially likes to watch TV to fall asleep too. That's how all my kids always were. They needed a TV to go to sleep. That's how I am too. So, but they do have like the stars and moon and the wave sounds and all that. And occasionally Jack will put that on, so that's good too. But the TV, it's always nice to have a TV in their room anyway, This way if they want to watch something, they don't always have to come in here and turn something on if I'm busy or whatever, So I figured TVs are going to be on sale. Jason found one for a decent price. So I just don't know which direction I'm going around. I'm like all over the place. So my mind is like, coo, 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 coo. And in the back of my head, I'm saying, just buy a doll. Just buy a doll. Buy another silicone. Get one. I think it's going to be it's all going to come down to what's on sale tomorrow, basically. And then whatever I don't get now, I'll get next month. But, Jack's computer is number one next month. That is number one. I can't fuck around with that. All right. I'm also thinking about, I'm sorry guys, I know I'm doing an awful lot of talking today. But that's why you guys come here, right? So yay. Okay. Anyway, I'm just excited. I'm excited for Christmas. I am. And it's Monday. I know a lot of people don't like Mondays. I love Mondays. That means the kids go back to school. So anyway, I'm also thinking about because as I'm looking around, okay, this room, I have, like I said, I have all the dolls behind me. Like the bassinet is right behind my chair against the wall. And then there's like a little space, just enough to walk through. And then I have the chair with the Moses basket. And then over here, you see the handle to the stroller. So while I have things kind of tucked back away, I feel like I'm losing, I don't see them all the time, especially my authentic reborns. I don't see, Dominic and Jack, because they're back there and I don't really play with them. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been playing with my silicones. I've been having fun with them. So the authentics are kind of back there. Now, I want to get something because once the tree goes up, I have zero space in here. I have a big tree and, it needs space and I need space. So, I got to do something. And I am thinking, I would love just one place, one thing, one item to put them all in instead of having the stroller, the bassinet, and the Moses basket. It's taking up a lot of space. So what I'm thinking is, I was thinking mini crib, and I was looking for a mini crib. Now I would love one on wheels because then this way it's easier to move around. But I want it to have some kind of style to it. I don't want just a straight box. And a lot of those mini cribs there are a couple that have like the back is higher, it's not all one level, and those are pretty. But I need to find something that doesn't look like, how do I put it? Because it's going to be in the living room. So it needs to kind of have some kind of design, it can't be just like I don't want it to look like a prison bars, I want it to look like something a baby would go in. So if I could get something like that they all go in there, then I could get rid of all that stuff. It would be so much easier, and I can move it in and out, if I needed to move it out, you know, um, just Christmas Eve or whatever it may be. It'd be a hell of a lot easier than trying to move this. The bassinet is not on wheels, so every time I move that, I'm like, I really have to pick it up, and it's a lot. So, space wise, and also I'm looking for more easy movement with these dolls. So I was looking for the mini. I don't know if that's essentially what I'm going to get. But I thought, I want something more that they could all be in together so that they're not all over the place. I know a lot of people like to display two here in a bouncer, two there in a bouncer, or in a car seat, or what have you. I just don't have the space. I don't have anywhere to put it, So for me, it would be easier to just have everything in one. But then I look at these cribs and like a lot of them are like, it's like the same thing as what I have, like the bassinet, and it's like, well, I pay more money just to have, I don't know. I feel like I want something a little higher. Then I was looking maybe changing tables again, and then I could kick myself because I gave away that really nice white changing table I had, just because I felt like it was too big in here. Um, but I like the height of it. I like that, the dolls can lay on the top and it's higher, and I could dress them and do videos up there. So I do miss that part of the changing table. So maybe I'll look for a changing table. I don't know. Is there a changing table on wheels? I doubt it, because the baby's up there changing. You don't want it to roll away. The baby's on it. So, you know. But anyway, I better have a sip of coffee here. My pumpkin coffee. So what kind of coffee? I meant to ask you guys in the last one. What is your favorite flavor of coffee? And which one can't do? Like, I know a lot of people love the peppermint coffee, the pumpkin coffee, caramel latte, or frappuccino, or macchiato, all those. But there are like specific flavors. I was looking today and I'm like, wow, So, what is your favorite flavor of coffee, and what is your least favorite flavor of coffee? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious. I love pumpkin during the fall, and then I love peppermint. I love anything peppermint, so I'm good with that. There are other flavors, during the holidays. I love eggnog, okay? My family hates it. Nobody else likes it. I love eggnog, okay? So we always make sure we have that for the holidays. And the kids are like, ew, how could you drink that? I like it. What other holiday flavors? I'm trying to think of like the Christmas like flavors for coffee. All I can think of is peppermint. I don't know. Like peppermint mocha. They have oh my gosh, what other ones did they have? Last year they had like the Grinch, but I forgot what flavor that was. I don't remember. But that was a creamer. I'm talking about like a flavored coffee. I don't know. So let me know in the comments below. As you can see, I did not cut my nails. I got used to them over the weekend, and I think they look cool for Halloween time. Is anybody going trick-or-treating this year? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go. I think Jason's going to take the kids to the mall to trick-or-treat this year, because last year we heard a lady on the bus talking about it, that she worked there, and they do that for the kids. It's safer, than walking around in the dark. So I think he might do that. I might go. I don't know. The mall, to me, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do the mall. Although, I'll tell you, the one thing that's saying is whispering in my ear to go to the mall is Bath and Body Works is there. And I am in desperate need of some body sprays. So I don't know, that's kind of like, an incentive, to go. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know. And it's, the mall, it's going to be crowded. It's Halloween. The kids are trick-or-treating there. There's going to be people around, and it's hot in the mall. And if I start having a flash or a panic, I don't know if I could deal with it, And then to go outside to get some air. You got to walk all the way around the mall to get to an outside door. It's like it's not right there, like you're in a regular store and you can just go outside. You have to walk the whole mall before you get out there. And then when you get out there, it's pitch black dark and you're all alone, and that's even worse. So I don't know. Like I'm bringing a panic attack on just be talking about. So I don't think that's the place for me, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated. So let me show you the outfit that I got on Friday, and then you guys all know how we went through the Amazon book on Friday, right? Did you guys enjoy that? I hope you did, because dun, 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 I got the Walmart toy book in the mail on Saturday. So we are going to go through this book today. I thought that would be fun to do. Since we went through the Amazon one, why not? Let's go through the Walmart one, see if there's anything cool in there, right? Okay, so this is the outfit. This is a 3-piece outfit. Now, I washed all her clothes. I washed it with the tag on it, I guess, because I have this little... I washed all of Alice's clothes. And don't worry, Tina, I keep calling her April too. So don't worry about that, because she was saying in the video that she sent clothes for Alice, but she thinks she wrote April, I guess, on a card or what have you. So don't worry about that. I keep calling her April too. So anyway, but for Alice, so this is a 3-piece set from, I believe it's Children's Place. Yes. From the Children's Place. Got this on Amazon too. So it's this pretty little like cream colored onesie. And it has a Dia. It has a baby Dia. And then it has nice pink and purple. And like, I don't know what color you would call that. Like a burgundy or like mauve. Maybe like a mauve. And then it says beautiful underneath with the pretty Dia. Oh, and there's something on the Dia's back. It's a pretty squirrel. So the Dia and the squirrel. So that's really cute. I love this. This is really pretty. And then it has the I don't know if you can see like the pink trim around the top. See how pretty that is? Oh, how pretty. She's going to look pretty in this. And then it comes with the matching footed pants. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It has that floral print. And they are footed. Now, this is a preemie. Okay. Children's Place, they don't do newborn for some reason. They do. I know Gymboree does the same crap. I don't know why. I think maybe because their preemie runs big. So now I tried on, because I have this exact outfit in the boy version for Clark. So I tried his pants on her before I ordered this to make sure of the size, and it fit her perfectly. So, and it wasn't tight at all. So that's how I knew to get the preemie size. She's a big girl though, and she's they're both over here. They're so cute. I'll show you in a minute. After we do the book, I'll bring the babies on. So I tried it on her, and it fits great. So that's a cute little outfit there. Okay. Or you could put that on and then put this on. And I like this. This is footed as well. And this is the sleeper. So this is a pink sleeper. Snap up, which I love. Has the ruffles on the shoulder. And then it has this really pretty design with the flowers again and the baby deer. So it's a really pretty outfit, and it all matches, all coordinates together. Now, obviously, you can't wear the pants with this, but you can wear the shirt under this and then unbutton that. So it's, it is mix and match, but you can't really, you got 2 outfits. You don't really have 3, because you really use that. I mean, if you get a pink shirt, then you could switch it off with the pants or whatever. But so this is a 3-piece outfit, Children's Place on Amazon, $20. So I thought that was a great deal, for the 2 outfits. So she has a pajama and she has an outfit, and she could always just wear a onesie, or I could put a different pair of pants. I could put that pink jacket over this outfit as well, because that matches too. While we're here and doing the clothes, let's just go briefly over, in case you missed my Friday video, because it was super long, which this one is probably going to be super long as well. But, we'll see. So this was one of the dresses that I got her from Walmart. And this is a 0 to 3 months. And I was afraid that it wouldn't fit her. She is currently wearing the other one, same style, same brand. This is Garanimals, same size. So different print. She has the blue unicorn one on, and it fits perfectly. She looks so cute. I put her in the blue unicorn dress like this with the pink. Oh, we matched today, honey. Oh my God. We have the same thing. It's like this, but it has the hood with the bear ears. So I put that over the dress, zipped it up halfway. She has on her gray tights with socks and a big purple headband. So I'm going to show you her later. But so the 0 to 3 works good. Okay. It's a little bit baggy, you know, but this type of dress, you know, is not meant to be like fitted. Okay. And then I think that's just a onesie. And so she has 2 sets of pajamas because the pajamas she came with are gorgeous. Oh my God. Sorry, I almost said the person's name. Don't do that. But really gorgeous. Here, I will just show you. I absolutely love these pajamas. These are 0 to 3 as well. Look at this pajama. Oh my God, this is like the bamboo fabric that I love, that stretchy fabric. And look at this, guys. I've never had an outfit. First of all, look at the print with the ballerinas. I love it. I love this outfit. Even though it has the yellow, I love this outfit, okay? It has the fold over feet. I've never had an outfit like that before with fold over feet. So I love this outfit. So I washed everything together, and so she has everything all drafty. You've seen her in the Minnie Mouse outfit, so I don't gotta show you that. This, I think, is adorable, and I really want to put this on her soon. These are the shorts, but it's like that soft gauze material, and it's like, has the overall. It's so, so cute. And this came with, did it come with the white shirt? No, it came with this shirt, which is like pink. The shirt itself in the back, this is like a light pink color. Here, let me show you, because this is white. You see what I'm saying? It has like that pink tint. So, that goes underneath that. So cute. And then the dresses, I had Jason iron them for me. And they're pleated. I didn't realize. So I don't know. I don't usually do good with this type of material. It's more of like, it's not a soft material by any means. It's more like a denim, almost like a denim feel, but it's still a cute overall dress. Okay, it's a dress. I'm gonna try it on her with this shirt is adorable. The shirt, you know, could go with like pink leggings or something like that. I'm honestly not sure how I feel. And then this is the white one. I love the shirts. I might just get leggings or pants to match these shirts and then do away with the dresses, because I don't like my babies in the denim like clothes. So I could always get like well, that goes with the coral, but I could always get like pink pants to go with that, you know. So the other dress is blue with like the flowers on it. I don't know. I don't like this material. It's like a corduroy denim type like feel. I don't like it. I don't think I'm gonna like it. See, it's like a stiff fabric, and I don't like that. So I'm not too sure these will stay. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna use these on her. I really don't. So, but for now, they'll stay in the drawer. And then I'm just, like I said, I think I'm just going to have some pink leggings. That's what she needs. Or, I don't know. I just don't like the stiffness of that material. So, well, no, she can't wear the strawberries with this one, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm not too happy. I'm not too happy with the stiff fabric. Not too happy with it being stiff. Well, not the fabric anyway. All right, so she's going to go in these pajamas soon. So we'll put that away, close up her drawer. I did wind up getting, I will say this, I did wind up getting a couple more sets of these beautiful floral headbands. Oh, so I got a couple more sets, and so my idea that I had on Friday, I am following through with that idea, and I am going to be sticking a headband in each of the Christmas cards that I write this year to my friends. So I thought that would be a really cute idea. I just got to remember not to send one in my uncle's card because he'll open it and be like, "What the fuck?" What is this? He wouldn't even know what to do with it. He probably wouldn't even understand that it was a headband. He'd probably, I don't know what he would say. What is this on here? Now I'm going to start picking at headbands. There's like some colored glue. I'll pick at that later. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. Putting them in the card. So I think that'll be really cute. Okay. Here we go. Wish list time. Let's see what we got in here. Now, oh, I pierced her ears too. So I'm going to show you that. I know I was going to wait to do it, but I wasn't quite sure how it would work out that way. And I really wanted to make sure that I did it correctly on her. So she does have her earrings on. And the way that I was able to do it, because of the silicone, was I put it through her ear and the back came out of her ear, and I put the backs on the earrings. Because a lot of times with the vinyl dolls, when you pierce their ears, the post, there's no space for like their earlobe, so the post goes into their face, so you don't get to put a back on it. It's just, you just see the earring from the front, not the back. So that was really cool. But we will bring her on after we go through the Walmart toy shop. So you have Stitch on the front in a sled. Look at that. Stitch. I will say Stitch is very popular this year all around. They made everything Stitch, guys. Everything. Anything you could imagine, is you could get it in Stitch. It's crazy. So let's see. On the first page, they have a list here for your wish list. Now I will say from the start that Walmart is more of a flyer type catalog. Even though it's still thick, it's more that material, like a flyer. Whereas Amazon is definitely more like a book. They made it more sturdy with the binding. This is just stapled. This is obviously constructed very much, how am I say? I'm going to say like more better. What the fuck, Sandra? It's better constructed than this one. Okay. Much easier to rip these pages, so got to be careful here. So they give you your wish list here where you can write your name, not your name. Well, you can write your name if you want, whatever you want to use this for. You want to use it as a telephone book. You want to write your numbers in it. You want to write your lottery numbers, whatever you want to do. No, it's for you. It's so you write down what you want from Santa. Okay. And then this is adorable. They have like Stitch and little kitty, Spider-Man and Barbie driving with the dinosaur. So they're just showing a bunch of toys that they're selling, but it's in like a little town. And it says, "Let's make your wish list. Little Roy is back, here to help find all the toys on your list. We've got all the newest, coolest, biggest ones here. Who knew?" All right, Walmart, I think we're trying too hard there, okay? The biggest, coolest, best? No, I don't know. Your catalog ain't the best, so, maybe start there, All right, so we're going to go page by page, and with this one, I could fold it. All right, that's a plus. You could fold the book, Just don't have your coffee around it, in case it spills. The book will melt. It's not that bad, but it's compared to the Amazon book. Okay, so you have Bluey's sister Bingo over here. I don't know what she does. It just looks like a plush. We got a Minnie Mouse tea set over here. We got some Barbie over here with a kitten. I don't think that's together. I don't know. Is that a mermaid? It's a mermaid. Then you got some Paw Patrol over here. You got a puppy. Is that a Walmart puppy? No way. Okay, you got a monster truck with some slime. I guess that's the Walmart dog. I never knew they had like a Walmart dog. I don't know. Okay. Top toy. I don't know. I don't know. This is a bunch of random stuff. There is no like, organization on this page. It's just random. There you got some Matchbox cars. You even got some face scrub here. You got some Transformers there. You got some makeup, a ballerina, a dog, and some Uno. Oh, so because these are, now I understand. Gifts under $10. So those are gifts under $10. Yeah, I don't want any of those. Okay, so now we have some baby toys. Wood. I like this. Fisher Price. I wish they would have had this when my babies were little, but okay. Fisher Price has put out a line of toys that are made of wood. So you have your wooden blocks. You have some kind of toy there. Some a play mat and some, this is cute. Oh, that's cute. They are not putting prices in here. I noticed on neither book they put prices, so you actually have to go and look. You can scan, that has the scanner, and that'll show you what is up. That is really cool. What is that? Laugh and Learn 4-in-1 snack cart walker. That is cool. And then they have some monkeys. Look, there's a purple monkey, and there's that. I used to love these kind of toys for the kids. There's the barn, the famous Fisher Price barn. We always had that. Oh, look at this one. They have a remote here. Coffee. Gotta have your coffee. I don't know. I feel like toys were so much better back in the 80s and 90s. All right. Yeah, now this is Melissa and Doug. I was telling you about their toys before. Oh, that looks really cool. They make a lot of interacting toys. So like there's a dentist set, an ice cream parlor, even a vending machine, puzzles. They even have the broom and, the mop. So they do have, some educational toys. I used to love playing with these with Danny. Oh no, here we go. See, she's from Sesame Street. Christina, she is from Sesame Street. There she is, Miss Rachel. Is that Miss Rachel? Yeah, Miss Rachel. There she is, Christina. There's Miss Rachel. And look, this book is not... Look at her. Where is Miss Rachel? She's on Sesame Street. Okay, there she is. No, that's not her. There's Abby Cadabby and Elmo and Cookie Monster and Miss Rachel. Now listen. Maybe she makes appearances on Sesame Street. Because look, then there she is again. Look, popping up with Elmo on the bus. Okay? So, All right, Christina, there you go. She is on Sesame Street. So there's the toys. So you have Miss Rachel and all the plushies up here, Sesame Street stuff. Really cute stuff. I told you, she's on Sesame Street. Okay. So now, oh, how cute. Okay, so these are more, this is Spark, Create, Imagine. These are toys, like Walmart brand toys, okay? And they do have some really cool stuff for a lot less than the brand names. Obviously, they're not as well made as, say, Fisher Price or Play School or whoever. But they do hold up. Some of them are a little wonky. You got to just watch what you're getting. And just like with anything. So here you go. There's the Create, Spark, Imagine. There's some wooden puzzles. Some, these things were cool. My kids always loved those. A sloth and an octopus, a piano up there. Okay, and then these are Play School. Now, every time, I will tell you this, each of my kids had this thing. And with each of my kids, they did not know how to work this thing. They would sit on it and just sit there with their snack and watch. I said, come on, you got to turn, you got to do. Nope, they wouldn't. I had to wind up turning them myself, bending over and turning. And then after I did that, they wanted me to keep doing it. I'm like, no, you got to do it yourself. That's what you're supposed to do. They never caught on. They didn't. So those were no good. Those were no good for me. Okay, so now we have more kid connection. They made what looks like their Barbie dream house, which actually looks pretty cute. They made some kind of boy set as well. And then a little toaster and blender and stuff like that is over here. There's the boys set with a helicopter, a dragon, and over here it looks like they tried to recreate the Barbie house, but in their cheaper way, you know. I think that's cute, you know, for especially it's so hard these days, guys. Nobody has money to spend on toys, you know. I'm like, I love Christmas, and obviously I adore my children, and I want to make them happy, you know. And sometimes what I'm realizing is that sometimes it's better to just get straight to the point and actually get them what they're asking for, and not shopping because I like something or I think they're going to love something. Because 8 out of 10 times it turns out that they don't like the shit I pick. You know, I'm thinking over here that this is gorgeous or this is so cute. You know, they're going to use it. They're going to love it. And they don't. So, you know, I'm trying this year to really be on point with the gifts for them. And, you know, if this year they have like any complaints, then next year it'll be Christmas for mom and dad because I'm done. I'm done, you know? No, they're very appreciative, but you know, some things last longer than others, I mean, you know, with the toys. So this is a brand called Batat, and they also have this at Amazon. So you got to price compare, okay? When you're looking for something that's the same brand and multiple places have it, you got to see if they're all the same price. Now, this stuff looks pretty freaking cool, okay? You have, look, this crawl through here. That's more for little kids. I don't know what that is. Then you have a piano, something over there, shopping cart, a purse. You have a pop-up tent, some bowling. So those look really cool. Then this thing I actually did want to get for Danny, but Jason was like, nah, what is he going to, you know, I thought it was cool, okay? This is like a DJ mixer. I thought this was really awesome. And I might, I gotta price it. I gotta price that because I wanted to get that last year for him. Actually, when the Trolls movie came out, you know, because they have a DJ troll and he does all the stuff like that. So, that's when I wanted to get it for him. So I don't know if it was last year. It might have been a year before. But it's really cool. You press all the buttons, this lights up, and it plays music and the beats and everything. So I thought that was something that Danny would really enjoy because he's into music now as well as the arts and crafts. So I thought he would enjoy that. But, you know, again, I'm trying, because I only have limited funds, you know, too. I'm trying to really just get to the point, you know, and not go too far out, you know. But I know he would love that. So I know he would love that. I'm not just guessing because he's asked for it before. So, you know, that, what the, Barney's back? I knew Dora was back. And they gave her a new look too. But Barney? Oh my God. None of my kids like Barney. Actually, I wouldn't let them watch Barney. I thought it was silly. I didn't like Barney. I know I like the song, you know, I love you, you love me. And we used to sing it. But they never watched it. Because, I mean, I even, like, Jack kind of liked Teletubbies a little bit. But I tried to steer him away from that too. My husband didn't like it. He thought it was kind of creepy. So he was more like Backyardigans. We loved Backyardigans. He loved it too. Elmo's World, you know. And he didn't watch much of Sesame Street, but it was mostly Elmo's World and Backyardigans. And he loved the movie Cars. So, Lightning McQueen. He loved them. So, that was like for Jack. Ethan was totally into Blue's Clues and Dora. He loved anything Dora and Blue's Clues. Anytime we went into a store and he would see a DVD or anything Dora, he was like, Dora, Dora. And when he was in his like stroller, he was Dora, Dora, and he would reach and oh my God, then we'd have tons of Dora DVDs. And Danny was more into like more movies, I would say, than TV shows. He loved all the Trolls movies. Those he absolutely loved. PJ Mask was a huge thing for Danny. Huge. Um, and he loved Elmo too. And Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Danny loved. He loved Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And we were just watching it last night, actually. And then he got into Spidey and Friends, and, it kind of switched off a little bit. But Barney, no. So, here's Barney. For all you Barney lovers out there, look at this. A brand new big plush. There's the green girl over there. I think she's a girl. Oh, even a ride-on. Look at that. Oh, that's Dora. This is Dora. Dora ride-on. Dora house. Dora and Boots there. So the top is Barney. And here's Barney's house, his tree house. Comes with figures. Wait, I don't know if it comes with the figures. They might be separate. I think it might come with these two. And then you have to buy this pack. I used to hate that with PJ Masks because they all look the same, but they would have one would have different color wings in the next set, and then a new accessory came with the other one. We winded up having, I'm not even kidding, a huge bucket full of just all the PJ Masks characters because there were so many, but they all looked the same. But he still wanted this one because this one came with something else, and this had. Oh my gosh, I'm glad those days are over. These are really cute. Okay, so you have the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse train, and then Minnie's kitchen. Here's Minnie Mouse's kitchen. That is adorable. And then you have some Minnie Mouse stuff. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This looks amazing. I love this. I think that is so cool. The problem is it won't stay like that, and then pieces will get missing. I wish we had a space that we could just leave it out like that because that's really cool. And then here's Super Kitties and Spider-Man house. Really cute. I think, is that Iron Man? Really, really cute stuff. Oh, that Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was a real hit here. Oh, and so was Bluey. Oh, they have a lot of Bluey stuff. Even Chutes and Ladders. Look at that. Oh, look how cute. Chutes and Ladders. Bluey. Look, even a Bluey car to ride in. Really cute stuff. Why is this dog on every page? Do they have to put him on every page? Oh, good. He's not on this one. So then we have Gabby's Dollhouse, which, if you're into that, the live action, I believe Gabby's Dollhouse movie just came out yesterday, which I would actually watch that. Then you have Paw Patrol, which has been popular forever. Ethan liked Paw Patrol. I really couldn't get into it because I don't like dogs. I mean, Bluey, I know Bluey's a dog, and I love Bluey. But I don't know, these dogs in particular, I couldn't get into it, So, but there they are. Very, very popular Paw Patrol. So, there's that in Gabby's Dollhouse. Looking through this booklet, I wish I had a Sears wish book to look through so I could see all the stuff that I was looking at, as a kid. That would be awesome. I'm wondering maybe if I look on eBay, maybe, they have some wish books. I didn't even look. I should look. They're probably really expensive, but and of course you can't go Christmas without Peppa Pig. So here is Peppa Pig stuff. She got her house, her car, rollerblades, this is like a book that you sing with, talks to you. We had one of those. And then a dress-up piggy here. And then Lullaby. Oh, that's the little sister, I think. Because Peppa had a new little sister there. And then we have Tony's, which I was telling you guys about the Amazon book. That these came out kind of after my kid. I know the kids use these up till whatever age, but I think my kids would have been more into this at a toddler age to listen to the story. So you have to buy the speaker, and then you could buy attachments, to put into it, and then it tells you a story. I don't know if it does songs and all that, so I'm not sure about that. Then we have Game Time. So here's all your family games. All the basic Monopoly, Candyland, and a couple of new ones there. Topple, Tapple, and this one looks kind of cool. And then we have the Little Tykes projector and Little Tykes food. and Little Tig's house, and then the workbench. I always wanted to get one of these, not in pink, obviously, but for Danny to play in, but no, never got that. Never, thank God, because that would have been, you can't fold that, you can't do nothing with that. Here's some bikes and some fun outside stuff. Blow up bikes. You have a sandbox. Some, I don't know if that's darts. And then you have a Bluey ride on a tricycle. And this thing, which I told you guys last time, I wish I had gotten this for one of my boys. The roller coaster thing that goes down. That's so cool. There's that dog again. And there's that Bluey ride on. I mean, that's annoying to me that they keep putting that logo in there. Oh, here he is again. Oh, fuck. This fucking dog. Okay. So now we have, like, the 3D gel pen thing. You have the squishy mushy slimes. And these are just, like, you know, craft stuff, you know. Then you have nail polish, jewelry making, and the freeze bake, an easy bake oven, and some gymnast poles, which that looks pretty cool. That does look pretty cool, but I don't know how that would hold up here. Danny, he's jumping all around lately, all around. So, you gotta tell him 1,000 times, you know, he's jumping on the couch. What is this? Ooh, pizza kinetic sand. Oh, that's cool. Look, Play-Doh Barbie. Look at that. So you make her outfits and stuff out of Play-Doh, maybe her hair. I don't know. That is pretty cool. That's a top toy. Yeah, it looks like her hair is out of Play-Doh too. I don't know. Okay, then you have some, looks like chalk or stuff and different Play-Doh sets. Dokins, I've never heard of those. An airbrush set. I was thinking of getting him that. Oh, they have the Bluey Scrubby. That's cute. That is cute. That's really cute. I might go look at that for him. The scrubby things, you know, where you can color them and then you wash them off and they're white again and then you can color them again. That's really cute. And that's Bluey family. So that's cute. I've never seen that before. And then I always wanted to get this airbrush thing. I had one when I was younger. It didn't work so well though, so I don't know. And then they have this like Dokins castle. I don't know what that is. But guys, if you're interested in any of this stuff, write it down. Write it down. Then you can just search at the website and then it'll come up. Okay, here are some books. And then we have Furbies and For Real Pets. Which they do have a cute panda there. It says he rolls over. That's cute. And then here's the Furbies up here. And then there's the top toy, the cow. Is it a cow? I think so. I think it's the cow. All right. Then, just more like slimy stuff, guys. You know, the kids are into all that slime and stretching and pulling and all that stuff. Then we just have some like mini brands and stuff that you open, like that surprise stuff, you know, and a cool dragon. I don't know what that is, but okay, so that's that. Oh, it looks like it's a crystal. It's called the Crystal Dragon. Okay, now I think we're getting into more doll stuff. Let's see. So this is gifts under 20. You got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. You got a dinosaur, some of those ugly looking things. I don't know what those are called. Some little dollies on this side. And then you have some dollies here. Pets Alive. You have a scooter. That looks cute, this play set. Then, I think next is baby dolls, I think. Yep, we're getting into the dollies now. So, let's see. These are really cute. Danny actually has a birthday party to go to next month. One of the girls in his class, and so he was telling me that he wants to pick. He picked this baby doll, to get for her, and a kids like, Moana themed, um, kids nail polish and lip gloss set. So I'll get her that, and then he could pick one of these dolls. That's a cute gift, you know. So it has all the little baby dolls. They have a lot of different ones on the website, guys. So if you're interested in getting one, they're around $20 a piece, something like that. But they come with cool accessories, and there's all different ones. Um, and then there's just some play sets to go with. Then we have Princess Disney stuff. Yeah, oh, that's cute. Little princess dress up doggy there. A vanity. Um, Princess Tiana. That's a top toy. I wonder if they're coming out with a new movie for that. This I think is pretty cool. I'm not a Harry Potter girl. I've never really watched it. I maybe watched part of the first one, but I've never watched them. But look, they made the My Life dolls, the 18-inch dolls that Walmart sells, and they put it there. They sell these separately. I guess that's where they live. I'm not sure. Go to school, I think. But they have these different dolls, and you could buy them separately, and then and then the little, I don't know what all these things are. I can't see from here, but really cool. And then you have the Harry Potter Lego sets and dress up. I did think that was really cool, Harry Potter. I've just never got into it, you know. My kid's not getting either. Okay, so now we're getting into the Barbie. Wow, look at all this Barbie stuff, guys. You got the van. Look, they're all doing a barbecue. You got some kind of, I don't know what this is going on. I can't see from back here. But really cool play sets for Barbie. And then we have the Barbie dream houses down here with the car. And we have this damn dog smack dab middle in the fucking page. I mean, wasting so much space for the catalog. Sorry, guys. Okay, now, I love these, okay? I thought these were adorable. Now, if I had to pick, I think the Wicked Witch is the prettiest one, but I will show you. And then they made this adorable little set. So this is all Wicked stuff. Look at this little set. Look at this little set with the lion and Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. Look. How cute. There's Emerald City. There's the Care Bears again. And then the Wicked dolls. And look, they made the 18-inch My Life. All of them. They made Dorothy with Toto, the Tin Man, the Lion, the Scarecrow, and the Witches. I love the Wicked Witch. I think she's beautiful with that brown hair. And I just love her look. But they're all adorable. I love the Tin Man as well. They're all cute. They're all cute. But those are my top favorites. Really, really cute. Now, I think they did this partially because they got to keep up with, with other places. And American Girl did do the Good Witch and Bad Witch dolls. They are way more expensive. They're like $275 a piece, or even, I think maybe a little bit more. But these, I'm sure, are around the $40-$50 range, if that. So that would be a really cool gift, for, regular people, regular people that cannot afford to spend, $600 on two 18-inch dolls. You could get the two of them for under $100, so it's like, they got to go with, and that's good. That's good because, like I said, not everybody could afford that. So then we go into Monster High and Bratz dolls. Monster High apparently made Wednesday and this girl. So, I don't, is she from Wednesday? I think she is. So they made those. And the Bratz dolls. I don't know why they came back out with the Bratz dolls. I never really liked them. I think those were past my time, though. Those were like when my sister was young. Okay, then we have some Doorables and Squishmallows, which we love here. I think Danny asked me for this set of Stitch Doorables, but I don't know. They're just going to get lost again. And then more Stitch stuff up here. And Hello Kitty. See, a lot of this stuff that I'm looking at, a lot of this stuff is brought back. Like, a lot of this stuff is not original thinking. It's brought back from the past. Okay, so then we have Toy Story and How to Train Your Dragon. I mean, we love Toy Story here, but I think I did get them Buzz and Woody. I don't think they were a big hit, though. Last year I got Danny Woody. And then Ethan had Buzz and Woody from the year before, but they never, I don't know. I don't really see them play with them that much. There's some dinosaurs. You know, I think my kids get into one thing and then they go crazy. They just fly with that one thing. And right now his thing is Amazing Digital Circus, and that's what he wants, you know. Okay, so then we have some, I don't know, lizard boy with his tongue out. I don't know who the hell he is. Some Yoda and Star Wars. Some Superman. And the dog is looking at him again like, why the fuck are you wearing my cape? You know, that kind of thing. So they had that dog. I'm going to call Walmart after this and ask them why did they put this fucking dog on every page. But anyway. Okay, so now we got some Transformers. Really cool. Dogs trying to get in. Then we have some wrestling stuff. Never got into that either. My boys don't do that neither. So now we have some cool car stuff. Hot Wheels. And Adventure Force. Let's see. I'm kind of getting to the back now. Thank God, because I'm thirsty. I gotta take a break. I need something to drink. Okay, don't stick pages now. Okay, then we got some Minecraft and Pokemon. Which my kids were into at one point, but that never really stuck either, I feel. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we got Funko Little Pops, and this thing is the stupidest thing, okay? The kids go crazy for this. I don't know. My kids don't really like it, but they know what it is. It's Skibbity toilet. So, look, you have a guy, look, his head's coming out of the toilet. You know, like, what is that, to scare kids? Like, I'm gonna pop up, you know, while you're taking a poo? I mean, I don't understand that at all. I think that's so stupid. I don't know why they did that. Really silly. Okay, then we have some beautiful Legos. Oh, there's my money tree. There it is. Beautiful Legos. Look at that. That's all Legos, pandas. Jack used to be heavy into Legos at one point, and then he just kind of didn't care. Here's some cool car Legos. Here's some more dinosaurs, some Fortnite Legos. Here's some more. We got Wally and Minecraft and a lot of Lego stuff. Then we got some more games here. And then the other side is gifts under $30, which is like Caboodle and remote control cars. Nightmare Before Christmas Monopoly. And the dog. Look at this. They even put the dog on the fucking cards. Look at this shit. He's on the cards too. Oh, not on to me. Bad. Okay. So now we have some cameras, microphones, some body wash, some makeup stuff. Guess that's like for the gifts for girls. And then we have the Grinch train, Operation Grinch. There's a bunch of Grinch stuff on this side. And then we have some Nerf guns and some ride-on toys and some, what are those things called? I was going to say Doppler. That's not a Doppler. It's a, they fly in the air. What are they called? Oh my God. I better take a sip of coffee for this one. fuck are they called? A drones. That's what they are, a drone. I was like, what the fuck? What are they called? I know what they are. All right. Then we have some more cars and dogs. Oh, he's not on this page. That's good. We got some scooters there. We got a bicycle. I should have been using my pointer the entire time. Some helmets. You always need a helmet when you're riding a scooter or a bike. Don't forget. Very important. Then we got some trampolines and some soccer stuff. We got some more bicycles here from the Ozark Trail. I know nothing about bicycles. We got, oh, here's the gaming stuff. Okay, the TV. You got a Nintendo Switch here. Let's use the game on here that he wants. No, but it's for, oh wait, it is, right? No, that's not it. It's for Switch anyway. That's not for Switch. So we have some games here. Mario Kart and other games that go with that. Then you have the VR, the PlayStation. And then you have gifts under $50. Star Wars set, remote control, a kitty, and the elves. I love these. Look at these dolls. These are the 18-inch My Life dolls. They made them into elves, like the Elf movie. Look how adorable those are. I love all of them. They're so cute. So they're under $50, so you see. Okay, and I think that is the end of the book. Yes, it is. And then that's just how the back looks. So, I think that was actually a nice book, guys. What do you think? I mean, compared to the Amazon book, like I said, Amazon puts, you know, more, I feel, glamour into their book because they give you mazes to do. They have a story in here. They give you a sheet of nice stickers. They give you more space to write down things. And they give you other stuff, you know, like they give you the word puzzle and they give you extras, a lot of perks, you know. So overall, oh, sorry, just moved you. Overall, I think that it was a really cool book. What did you guys think? I'm sorry if I bored you a little bit. I know, because not everybody likes to look through the book, but I figured since I did the Amazon book, why not? You know, and you could have fast forwarded if, you know, you didn't like that part. I understand. So, let's get to Dolly talk. So, I am super excited with my new baby. Okay, I think that she is definitely what I needed at this point in my collection because I'll be honest, I was a little burnt out. I felt like nothing is gonna really excite me anymore. Okay, yeah, they're all beautiful. You know, they're all, you know, they're painted beautifully. And I'm not saying I'll never get another authentic Reborn because I would like to for Christmas if possible, you know. And if not, then I'm okay with, you know, I'll get something else. I'll either get myself an American Girl doll or I'll get myself another Silicone, maybe, I don't know, something, you know, on the cheaper end. But, you know, I still could possibly come across something on reborns.com that I love and that I'll get. So we don't know. That being said, I want to remind everybody that I did figure out how to attach my Amazon wish, what is it called? A wish list? Amazon wish book. No. My Amazon, I don't know, wish list. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. Anyway, I found a way to attach the link to the description of all my videos now. So it is under the last video. I did post it there and I will put it under this one. So it is my birthday / Christmas wish list. And that's what it is, a wish list. So that if anybody wants to send me something, would like to send me something, and they're just not sure if I'm going to like it or whatever, you know, you can go on there and those are items that I would really love. So now listen, I did put stuff on there that, you know, that's just my wish list. It's meant for like my husband to look at as well, or whoever wants to buy me a gift. So there are items on there that are you know, a little bit pricey. So I kind of put it all, I put things on there that are at the lower end, $10, $20, $30, $50, all the way up to whatever. Okay. So I did give a range of items and prices and things like that. I don't expect anything. I don't expect anybody to actually send me something from that list. Um, I would be grateful and honored if anybody did. But I understand that times are tough. I did that mainly because there were a handful of people that did contact me privately and say, hey, why don't you just put a wish list up? This way, if somebody does want to send you something, but they're afraid that maybe you won't like it, they can pick something from your list. So that's why I made it. Because for the longest time, I didn't have one. I didn't think that anybody was going to want to send me something, whatever. But I figured it is the holiday season, with it being my birthday, then Christmas right after, that maybe somebody would like to send me something, and so I made the list. So if you are wanting to look at the list, the link will be in the description of this video. Okay. So let me get my babies. First, I'll get Clark over here. So, he is actually right over here. I don't even have to pause you. I was going to pause you to get him, but he's right here. Clark, come on. I have him and Alice both in the stroller since last night. Come on. He's in his, I don't know if I showed you guys this yet. Let me fix his hat right. I don't think I showed you guys. He's in his Halloween Stitch outfit. And I did buy silicone glue, guys, I have it, and honestly, I'm scared to use it. I'm scared to use it because I don't want it to look like glue on him. Like, it's right under his lip. I don't want it to look like he has, you know what I'm saying? Like something to pick at, I guess, like glue stain. I don't know. I'm weird, I know. But I don't know how it's going to look or dry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how it's going to look. I never used it before, so I'm kind of hesitant to do it. So does anybody have any tips? Like it's right. I'm going to show you where it is. It's like right under his mouth. He does have a little tiny tear under one of his arms, which I could start there and see how it works, because that you could cover up. But so here he is from the back, my little baby, my little Clark. He is just he's full of character. That's why I love this face. The Coco Mello. He is just adorable. So here he is. He's in his Stitch costume for Halloween. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hi, my name is Clark. I'm Clark. This is a size preemie, and it's a little loose around the neck, but it, otherwise fits. The pants fit and everything. And I got this at Walmart, and it's so cute. And it says, welcome, tiny cuddler. And he definitely is my little tiny cuddler. So you can see he has the hole right there under his lip. So I'm afraid if I put glue in there, you're going to see it. Like, it's going to be so obvious that he has glue. So I'm scared. I am scared to do it there. But maybe I'm thinking if I try it under his arm first, or somewhere that's not as noticeable, then maybe, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to use it. I don't know why. Well, I know why. It's because I don't want him to look like he has glue, on his lip. This doesn't actually really bother me. It just, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. He's adorable. He was meant to be with me. This is the Amazon boy that I got that I thought was a girl, and I'm happy though, because he's so cute. I don't know. Like, even when I got the girl, she looked different to me. She didn't have the same feet. She didn't have the same face. Like, he looks super cute to me. Like, he just looks super cute. So, even though they have the same sculpt, like, they're a little different, So, but I love him. Clark he's adorable. So he's got his little Stitch costume on, my baby, and he's so squishy. Now, I will say that he is a little bit more, loose with the squishiness and that stuff, versus April. So she is bigger though. He is smaller. What I tend to realize is, because this is the 16-inch and little Johnny's the 14-inch. Now, Little Johnny is actually a little more firm than Clark. Clark is more loose. He's just loosed out. He's loose. Look at him. He's just loose. He's so squishy and loose, okay? And that's everywhere. Even his belly, his face, everywhere, his hands, his whole body. And he is the 16 inch. Now, little Johnny is a little more firm, but he's like stocky. He's more compact. The weight is more is distributed differently, in other words. Okay, so think of it, he's smaller, he's still squishy, but they kind of compacted him together, whereas he's bigger and longer. And so his silicone weight is distributed differently, which makes him more wobbly. Okay, so you could see he's very, very wobbly. Okay, very, very jiggly and very, very squishy. Okay, now I think that Alice is more firm than him. The reason I'm thinking is because the bigger the doll gets, the heavier the doll gets, you need to have some kind of firmness so the head doesn't roll off, right? Because if she's that wobbly and her head's real way heavier than his, it'll just, tear off, okay, basically. So I think maybe that's why they make the silicone a little more firm for the bigger dolls. The smaller one, it's just like I said, the weight is kind of distributed differently. But so I would say out of the three of them, now I don't know what brand Alice is, and I know they are both Valens brand. So I don't know. He's my jiggly boy. Look at him. He's so wobbly and happy. I love this kid. Okay, so he is like more my squishy. Look at him. And guys, let me tell you, look at this. I would highly recommend it. Now, I know I had an issue with Valens recently with the Dookie stained blanket, and that went back. But overall, I really recommend this face. It doesn't have to be Valens because I've seen this face in other brands before. Might not be as jiggly maybe, but I'm not sure. But this face, the replica of Cocomelu, is my absolute favorite. It is so cute. Like, he's so adorable. This face is, look at it. You just can't help but smile when you look at his face. He reminds me of a little gremlin almost. He's so cute.
That's right, I'm a little gremlin. Ha ha, happy Halloween, everyone. I'll see you before then, though, I'm sure. Mom doesn't bring on her authentic babies anymore because we're here. We took the spotlight away from them. So now it's our turn, bitches.
All right, Clark, settle down. So, yeah, they did. They did take the spotlight, I will say. The Silicones have taken the spotlight on my channel. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. I will bring my authentics on again. Especially as the holidays come and I dressed them for Christmas in their new plush peanut sleepers. So I am excited for that. But, I will bring them on again. But I think it's just, hey, Belinda, I think it's just, she just posted something. I think it's just, that they have a play factor to them. Like, I'm not worried about ruining them. I'm not worried if anything happens to them. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore I feel more free to pick them up often and to play with them and carry them in the kitchen with me when I'm, cooking, or, bring them inside when I'm playing with Danny, or we're at the table coloring, and I don't have to worry, about that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could just, like, with the authentics, you're like, oh my God, I can't bring them in here. I can't bring them by the stove, You're always like worried, to do stuff like that. You just kind of put them in a blanket and cover them, and, you look at them and so you don't want to ruin them, And so for me, hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, so that was Jason. He just came back from the store. He was mailing some things out and returning some things. But anyway, so as I was saying, this is Clark, and he's so squishy. So that's what I mean by, the Silicones have kind of taken the spotlight, right? Because I'm able to bring them in other rooms, not have to worry about, oh my God, are they going to get ink on them? I'm going to ruin them. You know, is something going to happen to them? Plus, I love the fact that with the silicones, you can bathe them. So if you feel like you got something on them or whatever, you can just give them a bath and then it's done. Like with the Reborns, you can't give them a bath. Okay, so oh ho ho ho. Hubby knows how to treat me right. Look at this, guys. Not one, but two giant chocolate chip cookies from Walmart Bakery. Woohoo! I got one for dessert tonight and one for with my coffee in the morning. Now, no, those gotta be hit. Those gotta be hit. No, I like to enjoy it with my coffee in the morning. So, and plus, I can't be eating those in front of the kids because then I have to give them some. And then by the time I break that up, I get a quarter of the cookie, and what's the point? But these are good because they're only 94 cents, I think. I think they're like $1. Babe, how much are these? $1 a piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're $1 a piece, which actually is a really good deal because you can't get anything for $1 anymore. Okay, so that's really good. Okay, $1 a piece, and it's a big cookie too. But anyway, so as I was saying, so you can give them a bath, you know, so you don't have to worry as much. So you can give them a bath, and they're fun, and you know, you can't do that with the Reborn. So I feel like it's more of a safer choice, a fun choice. Yes, they are pale because they're not painted. So they don't look, you know, like I wouldn't bring this out to the store and expect to have a reaction of, oh my God, that's a real baby, like you would with a Reborn. But I'm not doing that. You know, that's not what I'm using them for. They are very fun for me. And Danny, you know, Danny loves them too. So like, I'm not worried, like, if he goes to pick Clark up or go by him and just, you know, smush him or whatever, I'm not like, no, Danny, don't touch that, like I would with the Reborns. So it's more of a relaxed play type of feeling with the silicones is what I mean. So, and they're also less expensive, and, you know, right now, you know, right now my heart is with Christmas. And with that, you know, along with that goes making sure that my kids are well taken care of with their gifts and all that stuff, you know, before myself. So, you know, I'm not going to be sad if I don't get one, you know, a Reborn this year, because there are other dolls that make me just as happy, you know. So, we'll see what happens, and that's that, you know. So, I'm going to bring Alice on now to show you Alice, cuz that girl, this guy makes me laugh, okay, when I look at him. He's just so cute, you want to squeeze him. But Alice makes me smile. Like, whenever I look at her smile, I smile. And whenever I look at her, I can't help but go over. Like, this morning, I was bringing something over by the door, and I seen her in the stroller, and I couldn't help but, like, I grabbed her feet and smushed her feet. I was like, oh, baby, I'll play with you later, you know, stuff like that. I don't do that with the Reborns. You know, I don't. So she brings me joy, and that's why her middle name is Joy. So let's bring her over here, and I'm going to show you how she's dressed, because let's see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, she's so heavy. Oh my gosh. She has on. You guys are going to laugh. This was not planned. Okay. Clark, are you all right? All right. So let me get her bunny. Here's her little bunny with the little pink dress on, little floppy ears. I absolutely love this bunny, guys. I got this bunny this is an original bunny to a Pauline Jacobson doll, which is an artist doll from back in the day. And I found one on Mercari, and I bought her, and she was gorgeous. Loved the doll. She made very few vinyl dolls, baby dolls, but she makes a lot of the porcelain dolls with the gorgeous dresses, you know, with the what do you call it, the smocking, and very, very formal, like, just beautiful dolls she made, and she sold them on QVC. But I grabbed one. I had one back in the day, you know, and then I didn't have any more. And then I found the same one on Mercari years down the road, and I bought her, and this bunny was her original bunny that goes with her, but I kept the bunny when I sold the doll. They knew that. But And I tell you, they must be rare because mine was in mint condition. And I think I got her, like, because if somebody's not a doll collector and they go to sell a doll, they don't really know how to price it, right? Unless they look things up and do some research. So you could really find a great deal on Mercari if somebody doesn't know, if they're not a doll collector. So that's how I found her. I think I got her for like 55, $60, something like that. And then somebody wanted her so bad. I remember they messaged me on Instagram. They wanted her so bad. They thought she was beautiful. And they bought her for, I think, $350. So I made $300 off that doll. That's rare. Okay, that happened. Usually I lose hundreds of dollars. So I was happy with that. But I kept this bunny because I always loved this bunny. I thought this bunny was just a perfect little bunny for a little girl. So I always kept it. But anyway, so that's her bunny now. But look, I didn't plan this, and look, Jason, look.
What?
Look at her jacket and look at my sweater.
Oh, perfect. Twins.
Oh, what is on you, silly? She has like these two little growths on her. Oh, there's one. Okay. Her little skin tags. Okay, so here is my Alice. And she is the replica April sculpt from Joanna K. And well, she's not made, but the sculpt was originally done by her in vinyl. She has on she has on the bunny ear little jacket that matches mommy. We're almost the same. Look at that. Same material and everything. Hers is just a little bit lighter, but good enough. We match. So she has that on. I put that on and I zipped that up. This is the little dress I was telling you about. Has unicorns on it. That is Garanimals. And I think it's cute. Like, I never really got Garanimals for the dolls, but really cute. And Garanimals, I think, are cheaper than like going to the thrift store. Garanimals are pretty, priced pretty well. In my opinion, this was $5 for this dress, and it's brand new. And I don't think you would find a dress. I don't know. I don't thrift. I don't know, but so she has on the big purple bow. Now this is the only big bow I have for her. I just got those flower ones for her, but I'm finding that the bigger bow is better. So I took this actually off one of Danny's Behringer dolls. Shh. But it looks really cute with her outfit. So I need to get her more of these size bows so it matches with the little purple unicorn. And then she is wearing her gray tights and then the little socks with the pink toe. So I have her tights on, so it looks really cute with the dress. It is more of a casual dress because it's like sweatshirt material type thing. See, it's a little baggy, but so and oh, we got to show everybody about your ears. So let's take this off. Her baldy head. I got to powder her again. Yeah, that's another thing with the silicones. They're fun, but there's upkeep to them, especially if you have pets around or, whatever, dander, everything will stick to them. So you got to powder them really well. I usually will give them a bath and then powder them twice, and then leave them for a couple days and then powder them again. Because once you keep powdering them, it'll start to hold, and they won't become as sticky often. She hasn't really been sticky at all, but she is a little, you could tell by the shininess, and I don't do the shiny. You guys know that. So whenever I see a little shiny, I'll just get the brush out and the powder. But, oh, we got to show her earrings. Okay, let's show earrings. So she obviously, because she's a sleeper and she doesn't have eyes, right? So, and she's blank. I took the paint out of her mouth. I didn't like that orange color they did. The orange color they do in the eyelids, didn't like that. I did try to put a little of my own blush on her, but I think that has since rubbed off. I should have put some on her. But so she is really pale. But she does come up more pale in the video than she is in person when I see her. But she's still adorable. So I don't know. Somebody did email me and say that most likely she is like a blank kit, like do it yourself painting, and that I should find somebody, that does do the silicone painting to paint her. Oh, there she is. The only thing is, like, I'm afraid, like, if I get her painted, like, I don't know if when you paint silicone, there's a sealant where you can give them a bath still and the paint will wash off. Because I don't want to pay to have somebody paint her and then I give her a couple of baths and she starts peeling. I don't want to do that. So I don't know anything about silicone paint. I don't know anything about how that works. If anybody does, please let me know. If you are a painter and you paint silicone, please let me know. I'm just curious about, pricing and if it would seal and stay. Or I wouldn't be able to give her a bath anymore, or, what would happen. So, yeah, I'm curious about that. But for now, she will stay. Oh, so there's one earring, and they're just little rhinestones. And then you could see, let me see if I could show you the back without, see, I was able to put the back on. So same with the other ear. See, and she has, where are you here? Oh, there. She has the back on this ear too. So, really cute, just little studs. I'm thinking, I mean, it does look cute. It brings her a little bit of, life. But I think maybe a different color. Maybe that viewer was correct with the pink. Not sure. Even purple would look cute. But for now, she'll keep these on. I did not try a modified pacifier yet because I don't have one. All I have is the magnetic ones. I don't have any that I could fix to make into a pacifier. I think she would be able to take a modified pacifier. See, but so I gotta see about that because that would be cute too. But I don't want to hide this smile. I think she's adorable, But I would try. I would try it if I had one. But other than that, you could see how wobbly she is. She is squishy, but like I said, just not as. She's a little more firm with the silicone. But that's okay. And her finger, I love her fingers. Like, I love doing that. She's so cute. She has a little hair stuck to her from her jacket. But yeah, overall, she's just a really cute, happy baby, jiggly baby. And I love her so much. I don't kiss my babies. I don't kiss my babies, but I kiss her. So I kiss my real babies, but not the authentic not silicone. So how do you have a hair in your mouth? What's going on here? What's going on here, girly? Oh, she's got a little powder in her mouth, and I'm showing her off. She's got a little powder in her mouth. Oh my gosh. I put too much. I guess I put too much. I think I left it. I was like, when I seen it earlier, I thought it kind of looked like she had milk, in her mouth. But I don't know. It's kind of turning a little weird now. So I think I might try a pacifier. We'll see. I would like to I was thinking maybe put eyelashes on her, with the silicone glue, that would actually might work. I have some too. Maybe I'll try that. I think I will try that. First, obviously, I would have to fit the eyelashes and make sure they're the right, length and all that. But I think I could stick them right in the crease of her eye with the silicone glue and give her eyelashes. I think that would actually make a world of a difference, really. But I don't want it to look too cheesy neither, Like it has to be, delicate looking. I don't want her to look like, like a drag queen or something. So we'll see. I'm going to go look actually after the video and see if I could do that. Because that's not a bad idea. And if I don't have the right ones right now, I could look and get her a cheap pair of like more of a light, thin kind of strip that'll go across, and I could do that. That would look cute. I think that would bring her a little more to life, to have the eyelashes. And then, I'm going to put a little more blush, I guess, on her cheeks. It kind of came off right away, but yeah, she is like a blank kit, I would say. She's not reborn. She's just a blank silicone kit, but I still love her. I do. She brings me a lot of joy, for real. Sometimes you have those dolls and you're like, you gravitate towards them, and they don't have to be the most expensive doll in your collection either. So, but anyway, so I am so happy that you guys joined me today for my video. I hope you enjoyed looking through the wish book with me and that dog. That damn dog. But I had a good time. I hope you did too. I'm gonna go because it's almost at 2 hours. I know a lot of people love the longer videos. Um, so I don't know. You know what? I don't have like a set time that I do my videos. Like I don't say, okay, I'm gonna do a 2 hour video or I'm gonna do a 1 hour. I just talk and do what I gotta do for this video, show you guys what I want to show you, talk about what I want to talk about, and whatever time it ends up at, it ends up at. Usually I'm around 2 hour mark or 2.5, sometimes it gets. It depends, if the kids are here and they start talking to me but usually when I'm by myself, it's just around the 2 hour mark. I don't plan it that way, guys. That's just how I talk. That's just what I do. I don't know. It seems to be. It seems to be that. So everything went all right? Hello? Everything went okay?
Yeah, can I print something?
Well, I'm almost done with the video, but did everything go okay?
Yeah, everything went fine.
Everything went fine. All right. Did you get parchment paper?
Yeah.
All right. So did you see anything new when you went out?
No.
No Christmas stuff or anything? Did you see
I didn't stop to look.
Halloween?
I didn't look.
Was there anybody new on the bus you met this time?
No.
No crazies?
Keep to myself. Nobody asked me to play basketball.
That's good. Nobody asked to play basketball. I mean, sometimes you get the crazies on the bus,
Yeah.
You never know. All right. So what else? What else before I go? Anything? I'm trying to think. I showed you the kids. I showed you the clothes. And you can't have a video without Jason coughing in it, of course. What else? I don't know. Well, I guess that's it for today then. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's each and every one of you out there that support my channel, that watch my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. Even if you don't comment, even if, I wish you would subscribe, but even if you're not subscribed, thank you for watching my video. And, I just want to say that I'm happy to know that you're watching me regardless. So a big thank you again to Tina. And I will be back to do the opening of that Happy Mail. So I will be doing a video. I'm pretty sure it's going to be here tomorrow, Tina. But we'll see. I mean, sometimes, and my mail comes late, though, usually in the day. So, and I want to open it when the kids are at school, But supposedly, wait, when do the kids have off? Thursday and Friday?
Yeah.
I don't know why. They all of a sudden they have off Thursday and Friday. Is it a holiday?
No, I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. It doesn't say.
Okay. Thursday and Friday, they're off. So tomorrow's Tuesday. So I'll either do it tomorrow or Wednesday because most likely I feel it'll be here tomorrow. But my mail comes late. So if that's the case, then I most likely will do it Wednesday. But in any event, thank you so much, Tina. Can't wait to open that. And what else? So I'll be back for that. And then I don't know, whenever I feel like popping on, whenever I have something else to show you guys, something else to say. I am waiting for, like I said, a few more things, for Danny. And I do have a few things already that I didn't show you yet. But I'm like trying to accumulate a bunch of stuff that I could show you. And also, I think I'm going to wait more like till maybe early November, maybe to like break out the, well, I don't know. Because my tree is going up on the 25th. So that's when I have to break out all my ornaments. I wanted to kind of do a video showing you all the things, before they go up on the tree. And then showing you the tree all put together. So it may be earlier than November. I don't know. But I'm going to wait until it's closer to the 25th to do that. And that's that. And then we'll have more, I don't know, more holiday, before pre-holiday fun. Anyway, it's like I want to talk more, I want to stay, but I don't have anything else to say, so I don't want it to become a drag. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Alice says goodbye. Clark says goodbye. Here, let me get Clark. She is super big, this girl. So adorable. I would love to get her painted, though. Again, I don't want to pay for something that's going to rub off, like that's going to come off like at once. And here's little Clark. Look at him. Look at the Clark. Look how small he is next to her. And he's a 16-inch, so she's got to be like, what, 21? I don't know. So cute together. But you see what I mean? How, he has eyes, so he has a little more life to him. I also feel like he's a little more colored than her. So I'm going to go try that eyelash thing. I haven't tried the silicone glue yet. I'm gonna try the eyelashes, I think. I think that might bring her a little more, for now, a little more like lifelike. But these are my two babies, and I'm going to see you soon. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you next time on Little Meatballs Nursery. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.